Alright, looks like we're live. So today I wanted to do the Battlefront Misty Dungeon event. You can see that we've got three segments essentially. Unlocks in 1 day and then 3 days. I'm guessing that's 2 days and 4 days. They always seem to round down in terms of if there are 1 day and 23 hours that counts as 1 day. Anyway, and it looks like we have 9 days and 11 hours before the whole event is over. So I don't know what to expect really. I saw some streamers play a bit of it, but didn't pay that close attention. So I'm excited to just check this out more or less blind. So let's go in. Mechanisms that are difficult to traverse have been laid all across the ground here. Since you've already leapt from high heights, why not use a few more plunging attacks? So we got Fatui, Agent, we got the Electro Assassin, Treasure Hoarders, Village Trolls. And just completing it once gives Primo Gems, that's nice. At least 5 mechanism challenges, 8 opponents. Take no more than 5 hits from traps. Okay, cool. Oh, and trial characters. So I don't know if these are... I have all of these characters, because I have... Or no, I don't have all. Oh, so I guess Albedo. We get to use him. Interesting. So I'll have to give him a shot. I'll try him out the very first fight. But let me think about who I want in my team for this. When plunging attacks hit opponents, each opponent hit will increase the attack of all characters in your own party by 6% for 30 seconds. Maximum of 60% attacks. I don't know if that 60% includes stacks, or if it, because 30 seconds is a long enough time to do multiple plunge attacks, or if that just means up to 10 opponents total in each time, in which case maybe you could keep stacking it up to like 120%. But I'm guessing 60% includes everything, so at most plunging attacks can give us a 60% buff, which is pretty significant. And it looks like we already have a base 120% buff in plunging attack damage, so you can get up to 180, which is almost triple at that point. So let me think about who I would need to use plunge attacks. Obviously, Kaching would be helpful. I can't take Zhongli. Albedo I know can be helpful, but I don't really know how to use him. I'm taking Kaching. Also, how built are these characters? Okay. No, these are just the archive. We don't actually see what's on them. Okay. Because I was thinking Superconduct would be useful. Let's try that. We'll be able to get Superconduct and Freeze going. And we'll be able to play around with Albedo. I don't know how good he'll be, but I know he can be very powerful. I just don't know how to use him. So we need to activate all the ancient runes within the time limit. Ancient runes are the key to unlocking the final challenge. Each trial contains 3 deactivated ancient runes. Okay. Rejuvenation is yellow. Revive all characters. That seems kind of useless. Plunder, attack increase, Godspeed. Both of those look pretty good. And Everlasting seems like it'll be useful depending on context. So it looks like red and blue are the most useful. Appropriate reactions temporarily dips. So guessing from left to right, that's Electro, Pyro, Hydro, Anima, or Cryo, maybe. Yeah, Cryo. I think that's light blue rather than green. But actually, now let's see if we can. Yeah, so these guys are built a little bit. C0, 4-piece Archaic Petra, Elemental Shard, 35% damage bonus for that particular element. That's kind of rough. I was hoping it would be a generic 35% buff, but no, it's only for that particular element. Which means you can never get a geo buff for that. You only get that default geo. Lion's Roar. Yeah, I recently acquired this weapon, so I've been thinking I should put that on Kaching. Pretty well built. She's got a lot of HP. And, oof, 880. Oh, this one's multi-constellation. I guess maybe the 5 stars are C0 and the 4 stars might have more constellations. She's Noblesse Oblige. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I believe these things are Animo. This is red, which I recall red and blue I think were ones that were desirable. Okay. So, I'm not sure. Okay, so that creates a field, right? Around which if you do damage, you also gain additional geo damage, maybe? Something like that? Yeah, I don't quite know how Albedo works. So now I have Albedo's burst up. What does that do? Oh, it looks like it might just be a big AoE geo damage? I'm not sure. But that's what it kind of looked like to me. Man, Mona's haunt kind of missed. Alright, activated that one. That was easy enough. The characters they give you here, at least for that one challenge, was very powerful. Okay, can I use Hydro? Now, is it temporary or does it permanently deactivate those defenses? I don't know. But let's try this next challenge. Yeah, this one's also blue, and I liked the blue and the red, I believe. Let's start by putting up her shield. You can use her burst, and then use her burst for the crit rate buff. And here, since this is not my Kaching, I'm feeling a little more free to use electro attacks. I don't. Okay, so this held E does that. Oh, okay. So if you stand on top of the flower that spawns, you do end up using it as an elevator. But I don't know if it's possible to use it over and over again. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, did it again. Wait. So we killed that. I thought we would have activated another rune. Okay, it looks like you can use the elevator over and over again. So I'll have to try to use that with or use that when I'm battling so I can take advantage of the plunge attacks. Okay, let's try it now. So a hold E isn't required, but a hold E does allow you to aim. I'm not sure about how often that thing uses. I think maybe trying to spam it isn't the right idea, but rather what I should do... Did I activate this one? I don't think so. Yeah, what I should do is to use it here and there when the opportunity presents itself. Yeah. So I can start a battle by just activating this, I guess. Put up that shield. And use her burst for the crit buff. Okay, and I can also go here and do that. And I can also do this with her, right? Yeah, that provides a very significant momentary attack buff, so that's nice. Let's use our burst here, take care of a bunch of them, raise the crit rate, and yeah, it's just to get rid of him the easy way. So we've activated 2 runes. Okay, we've got another big hilichurl there. Not sure what's going on here. This looks like eventually we can go down there. Oh yeah, that's the final challenge, huh? But we haven't unlocked the ability to activate it, I believe, because we still need to do that activate that third rune. Maybe this is it. I don't know. In any case, it's fun enough just doing battle in these. So I'll keep up with that. Let's do that. Let's use his burst. That should destroy... I guess it missed. I was hoping that would destroy the slime's shell or shield, depending on how you want to call it. But turned out not to work. Right, let's use Diona's shield. And yeah, that... Let me get Superconduct going. Well, even without Superconduct, should be doing a good amount of damage. Ooh, okay. Here. Use her E. Okay, good. Was that the final rune? No. Maybe these just provide buffs or something like they mentioned at the beginning. And I just need to focus on finding the actual runes. Maybe I'll also just get better at identifying which ones are the runes and which ones are these buff thingies. Not sure, yeah, about the indication. Alright, since I do have Noblesse Oblige on her, by which I mean the game gave it to me. Might as well use her burst, which does tons of damage. Okay, try to get... One thing I like about the Whopper Flowers, they're still vulnerable when they're going down underground, unlike the Geovishap hatchlings. I really wish Geovishap hatchlings were still vulnerable when they're digging their way into the ground. And okay, looks like this is not... Yeah. That was not the final rune. Maybe that was another buff? Can you actually go over there? There's an invisible wall. Maybe that's the final rune. Yeah. Give it a shot. It looks like it could be a rune. Okay, let's use that. Raise the crit rate, and should do a decent amount of damage too. Okay. Yeah, let's do some geo damage to this guy. And oh shit, there's a no. There's a goddamn is it Sisson Mage? The Electro Sisson Mage. Okay, let's put up her shield. And maybe we can freeze her. And we can certainly freeze her with her burst. That does wonders. Let's use her burst, raise the crit rate. Okay. There we go. She is dead. Maybe can I try using plunge attacks to break through these guys' armor? I'm not sure how good plunge attacks are for that, but let's give it a shot. Here, let's use that burst. Oh, I kinda rode his E briefly. Alright, let's keep working at these guys and use the plunge. Yeah, I like how there's no time limit for any individual fight. Just one for the entire thing. Gives it a better sense of continuity within the domain. Let's go activate that final challenge and see how we do. This it? Yeah. Shot for fall damage. Okay, thanks for warning us. They couldn't just design it so that it was not quite as tall? Or put some water in the bottom, maybe? Okay, is this animal? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, let's use her burst. Okay, let's use his burst. Let's put up shield. Okay. Have any of them died? Damn, they're all still alive. Okay, one's dead. It should go down pretty quickly. Alright, 3's dead now. Okay, let's use the decoy. And here. I actually kind of like using the plunge attacks. It's pretty fun, not gonna lie. One reason why I would love to get Zhao when he gets a rerun, even though who knows how hard I'll be pulling for him. Definitely throw some pulls his way, I guess. Oh. But this would be even more fun with Zhao, I guess, because you can do plunge attacks essentially on impulse, right? Whenever his burst is ready, which you can keep it up pretty often, from what I understand. It's not that hard to stack. Okay, let's do that. Oh shit, I should have used the elevator. Use that burst. Raise the crit rate. Kinda wanna just get rid of the Assistant Mage first and then do one-on-one on the Debt Collector, because the Debt Collector can be a real pain, and he is a real pain, but so it can make life a lot easier if you kill him first, I guess, but I find that because the Assistant Mage tends to be way easier, just getting rid of her first and then doing one-on-one against the Debt Collector tends to be the best strategy for me when I have to face these two. Okay, let's use that. Okay. Freeze him. Okay, oh sh. Alright, got some superconduct physical damage going. There we go. Nice. So that wasn't very hard at all. Remember to have... Yeah, remember to head to the event page to claim them. Okay. Yeah, not very hard at all. To be honest, I was kind of hoping for something a little more challenging, but at the same time, given that I'm using characters that they give me instead of using my own characters, I'm not sure how they scaled the difficulty. Because this is more like a regular game where you have a challenge to face using what they give you, and it's kind of scaled that way instead of the game being based around your characters being powerful based on how you did. Okay, or how you built your team. Okay, I thought I was leaving the domain, but... Oh, did I accidentally press X to challenge again? I might have done that, actually. Let's leave the domain for now and see what happened, because I thought there were two options, and I don't want to just redo the same dungeon again. I'd rather do the other one. But, of course, it looks like it'll require multiple runs to get every single... Yeah, so I'll probably need to run this again just for the... Yeah, I'll definitely need to run this again for the using plunging attacks. Another healing trial. To avoid will accumulate here. Place characters with healing abilities into the team to make the fight go easier. 5 mechanism challenges. Heal a total... So... Okay, so I ideally want to get hurt and then heal, huh? Alright, elemental bursts. 6 or more minutes remaining. Alright. Okay, so it looks like it's the exact same set of characters. Now, if I want to go all in on healing, let's really... We got 3 healers, right? Barbara, Diona, and Noelle. Could have them support, say, Beto. She'll get hit a decent amount of times. But let me actually think about which... Like, the thing with Noelle is that even though she's a healer, I would require having her out on the field and using her actively if I want her to heal. So maybe... Oh, hello, Nat. Good evening. Happy Friday. Thank you for coming by. Hope you've been enjoying this event. I'm just doing my first run of the healing trial. And the first event, domain? Dungeon? Challenge? Whatever you want to call it. That was pretty fun, but it was also pretty easy and simple, so I'm not sure how Much more fun this will be. Let's see. I could try using Albedo. I think I'll try to use Albedo as much as I can because he's the one character here I don't have, so why not just use the hell out of him if I have the opportunity? Event dungeon? Yeah, that makes sense. I guess the game itself calls them challenges. Yeah. I could see Albedo being a good design for the actual Traveler. I do think he's actually better looking than the Traveler male design. Right, actually, I tried using Albedo earlier just for the heck of it, but now let me see what his stuff actually do. Yeah, do. Generate transient blossoms which deal AoE geo damage. Scales up. Oh, his defense. Once every 2 seconds. Lifts a character up to a certain height. And exists at a time. Alright, so it's pretty generic geo buff. They gave him not the best stuff. Oh, yeah? Let me check what his artifacts are anyway. AoE geo damage in front of him. Okay, so you want to use it within the field that he generates. You get extra AoE geo damage. He's got a 4-piece Archaic Petra. Huh. His stats look pretty good. His crit damage is low. His defense doesn't look that high either. Yeah. I mean, looks like they built him to what you would expect, say, an average player to build him. Maybe even above average, right? Because the average player, I doubt, spends a whole lot of time farming artifacts. So 57% crit rate's quite solid. Okay, so even though this domain doesn't provide buffs for plunge attacks, I guess it works to use it. Also, I should... Here, let's get hurt and let's heal. How about that? I think that's a good thing to do. Let's get hurt and then let's heal. Alright, movement speed by 20%. Not really the right stuff for DPS or for perfect Albedo support. Yeah, I imagine if you want to build him as a support, it'd be about defense and crit. Whereas if you want to build him as a DPS, yeah, it'd be just crit and maybe attack, right? Because the defense is really there for just his support abilities. Alright. I'd love to get hit by these guys. They don't seem to be doing a whole lot of damage, though. Okay, good. Yeah, they do so little damage. Alright. Well, when they gang up on you like that, I guess they do a lot of damage. I also don't want to take too much time either, because there is a limited amount of time. But let's see, yeah, let's heal up with Barbara, because this one domain's supposed to be all about healing, and you get rewarded for doing a lot of healing. So, it's kind of counterintuitive in terms of playstyle to try to get hit so that I can get healed, but it is what it is, I guess. Oh, these guys have HP bars, huh? I thought just any sort of element would do it. Okay, so let's not use Diona's shield if I can. But... let's see. Which one of these guys are the least annoying? Actually, maybe... yeah, the Cryo Archers... usually I would target the Abyss Mage first, but the Cryo Archers are actually very annoying because of the fact that Barbara applies wet on herself. Alright. Good. How low can we take her HP? Man. But the healing's pretty fine. I'll give her that. Mona from the event is good, yet playing... oh, Yeah, I don't know how well built she is. It seemed like she, similar to Albedo, had fairly low crit damage, but decent crit rate. But she's a character who can be useful regardless of her stats because of how she applies wet, and her crowd control abilities work with her burst and her E very well, again, regardless of stats. So she can be a fun one to play with, no matter what. Alright, let's... Alright, let's get hurt. Let's get hit. Oh, it's one of these guys. I can just try to practice timing. Whoa. Oh, right, that was Albedo's flower. I keep forgetting about that. I've accidentally walked over it a number of times. Go, Barbara, go! Right. Let's get hurt, and then... What? The guy just totally whiffed. It'd be nice to get hurt and heal myself, right? Come on, go, Barbara, go! Don't freeze yourself. I was kind of hoping that I'd get hit by his plunge attack and take more damage, but I'll take that too. Killed him on the upswing. On his way up. Jumping. Okay. Good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I timed that one. Yeah, I timed it. Ah, there's another thingy. It. Farmed EXP books for Mona. Oh, and but really, she... Oh, do they both need resistance? Because I know Mono needs resistance. Yeah. Yeah, right now, in terms of talent books, I need to farm a lot of golds. Okay. Is there more? Because I'm building Yanfei and Jinyan and Jingchu. Actually, did they... Also Beidou. Did they give all four... Yeah, or all three 4-star characters on the banner? They all use gold talent books, I think. Activate the Ruins Control Array. Is that the final one? Is that it? I thought maybe I had one more thingy left, but maybe not. Oh, there is something here. I'm probably not going to be able to do this with just 6 minutes remaining at this rate. But I was trying to go for heals, so that's really what it's all about. Let's maximize the heals. Don't worry about the time, but just worry about the heals. Making sure to get lots and lots of healing. Like Jean. Yeah, I know Jean uses resistance books as well. So I've been thinking at some point, if I'm gonna pre-farm for Jean, I should farm resistance books. But I'm not in any sort of pre-farming mode at this point. But I figure maybe, yeah, at some point I'll probably max out my resistance characters at least as much as I want to. Like, Bennett uses resistance, Mona uses resistance, D-Look uses resistance actually, so I need to take care of that as I build him. But figure at any point hoarding resistance books isn't such a bad option. That thing has a much smaller hitbox than it appears, because I was pretty sure I hit it multiple times. Thought I might have seen a chest there. Alright, let's just go to the central one and activate that. It'll work. Let's see. That... Yeah, okay, yeah, it is. Oh, I didn't know... Oh, no, though, that's why. I was like, I didn't know that my Diona still had the default wings on. And I'm like, oh, no, she doesn't. my Diona doesn't. It's just the one they gave you in this game. They didn't. I kind of wish they bothered to sync it up with your characters in terms of the wing design, anyway. Even if they couldn't do the same for the artifacts or whatever. Counter. Here, let's kill this guy first. And we should be able to take care of the other guy one-on-one. There we go. Goes nice 444 778. Yeah, that's a good place to be. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this event so far is very easy. Like, it's not just somewhat easy, but the characters they give you make it so that it takes very little skill to actually beat these. Okay, got the HP. So yeah, I still need to run these a couple more times, but before I do that, I guess what I'll do is I need to do my daily artifact domain run. But because I got some more, that's not a lot of Mora. They didn't even give me like 100k. In any case, because they gave us some EXP books at least, I'll use them. Still working on getting up to 70. I figure once I get her up to 70, then I'll start farming the Oceanid and get this dude up to 70. At least get that final talent unlocked. And his talents are actually not that low level. I definitely need to level that one up. I'll be farming gold books tomorrow. For now, his weapon's actually not that bad. Yeah, almost boring. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, it's really probably great for free-to-play players or players who have not been playing for that long, so they don't have a deep bench of characters, so you get to play with a number of characters that you might not have. That said, there's a number of characters in that pool who are free-to-play, like Barbara, and I think I saw Amber in there too. And those characters, of course, everyone has. I wish they would have put in more limited 5 stars. Yeah. But it has a pretty good pull in any case. It seems to work. Let's see, instead of Noelle, let's bring her for the bond points. Yeah. So try to have between 180 and 200 for Xingqiu. Okay. I guess I'll try to hit that. Yeah, with Xingqiu, since I will be using him as a support, I feel ER is going to be very important on him. But I'll figure it out as I play him and figure out like what works for the playstyle and everything for my playstyle. But more ER is always great on supports, I say. That's one reason why I put so much ER onto my Bennett, and I do not regret it, not even a little bit. He has like 220 or 240 ER, something like that. I think at one point he might have had 240, but now he has 220. Maybe it's even down to 200. In any case, it's kind of nuts how quickly he gets his burst back. So convenient. You don't have the sack sword and his burst. Yeah, right. I do not have the sack sword, which is unfortunate. I would love it if I did, and I already have the Dragon Spine sword on Bennett, so not gonna be putting it on Xingqiu unless I'm swapping things around for some reason. Ooh, got a triple. Alright, so this one I want HP main stat, HP substats, and ER would be good. HP substats, Elemental Mastery. I can't think of a character who'd be that useful in terms of I'd want them to have HP. That I'd want to put Millilith on them and that they'd have Elemental Mastery. Because the only real EM candidate I can think of is Sucrose. So I don't think that's going to be so great. Timepiece. So that one I want HP as the main stat. And yeah, same deal. This one's just utter trash all around. And this one's also a timepiece, so I want attack and crits on the sub. Nope. course, I had to get HP on the main stat. Alright, so this one, the substats aren't all that great either. So, looks like it's garbage again. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Yeah, about what I expected. But what can you do? Alright, now I'm gonna go do some more runs of the hide and seek because I really want to get my fill in before the event is over. I came to realize that maybe it wouldn't be such a great thing if the event stayed permanently, even, especially if they gave no rewards, because what would happen is if they give no rewards, the only people who are playing that game would be people who enjoy it. And so you'd always be up against people who have played it a lot and who are experts at that game, who are really good at it, right? And that is not that fun in hide and seek, or in any version of hide and seek, I think, especially this one. I think you want to make sure you have people who are not that invested in the game, and also people who are not very good in the game, to make things really, that make the dynamic really fun. So I think it's okay that it's not permanent, but I hope they keep bringing it back. Because I think it's the most fun when you're playing with other people who also care about winning the game so they can get the points, but who don't care so much that they're going to be just complete bitches. Too much artifact with crit rate and damage. I'm again 20% answer. Yeah. Just get bad rolls, right? That's how it is. Even when you get a piece with the best with 4 good substats, you'll usually get them rolling into uh-oh. Can you stuck? Help. Oh, she's okay, there we go. Yeah, it usually rolls into the least good one, right? Like if you have a flat attack in there, it'll roll into that. If you have crit, double crit, and ER and attack, it'll just keep rolling into ER and attack, right? miHoYo really knew what they were doing when they designed this endgame, just making it hellish and forever. Because even a little bit of success, right? One good piece, if you get one good piece, that's a huge deal. That's a big, big deal. So you can't possibly design the game to make it so that you get one good piece every single day, right? Because then, you only need 5 good pieces per character, and let's say you have like 30 characters, or let's say a typical player probably has a team of like 12, maybe 16. Multiply that by 5, you need 80, so that's like 80 days. 3 months, right? So you can't possibly have that. You need to make sure that you're only getting one good piece, maybe, every week or so. And if that's the case, that means the typical player is going to go weeks and weeks without getting a single good piece, and then like a week where they get all good pieces. Right. You would like an artifact like that? Yeah, I don't know. I feel I have here. Let me actually see. I have one artifact that I know that had really good potential, but then unfortunately at level 20. I think it might have been a feather or a flower. Yeah, oh yeah, look at this one. This one's Wanderers Troops, so Elemental Master is the main stat. It's actually not bad. It's got attack, crit damage, and energy recharge, and you can see which one it rolled into every time, right? I think it rolled into attack once and ER every other time. But could you imagine how much better this would be if it rolled into crit damage even once? And yeah, like ER is great, don't get me wrong, but you can't just get by with ER, right? At some point you need some solid artifacts that have good crit damage and crit rate. So like this is my favorite piece that I've ever gotten. This one I got really lucky on. It's a cryo onset with crit damage, which it rolled into, and attack percentage, which it rolled into. Yeah, if you have the Skyward Spine. Yeah, that makes sense, because then the weapon can make up for... This one I got pretty lucky on. It rolled into HP once, but Otherwise, it just kept rolling into everything else. Alright, let's try this, and I still wanna... I still... So, yeah, this is what occurred to me. I would love to do a decoy win. A decoy rebel win. But I don't think that's very likely the later the game goes on, because of the fact that at this point the only people who are playing the game are the people who are really enjoying the game, right? Or people who are just catching up to the event after not touching it, which I hope we run into more of those. Oh, I'm the hunter. Okay. So for that reason, I feel like decoy blending in with the NPCs kind of thing isn't really gonna work. Part of the cup you gave to Eula? Oh, nice. Yeah. Which set is that? I imagine it must be a physical, right? Because Eula's all about physical. Yeah, having a on-set cup makes a huge, with good substats, of course, makes such a huge difference. Just the flexibility that can give you, because then you can start putting offset pieces onto so many different artifacts, right? So many different slots. Okay, so we got those. Oh, is that D-Look? Yeah, there's D-Look. I saw somebody stick around here, but I don't know if they're still there. They could have turned invisible and doubled back in one direction. That seems to be a fun thing. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they adjusted this game a little bit so that, yeah, I don't know, maybe take away the camouflage ability, but make the invisibility more powerful, something like that, so that it's a lot more dynamic and active and moving around and chasing people instead of looking through camouflages, let's say. See. Okay, that circle's still on cooldown. Hello, I saw someone here. Where did you move? Is that there? Where did you go? Shit! Ah! I lost him. Oh, I see. There's Fischl. Hmm. Where are they going? There's not a whole lot that you can go there. I know that. What, did they think turning into a box would save them? What? No. I see you. It's like, what? I kind of wish there was some element of turning into a box that would prevent you from getting caught. Maybe the hunter would need to do a double tap. Once to actually make you transform back into your normal self, and then again, and that would give you an opportunity to escape at that moment. I think that could work. Let's see. Circle's still off on cooldown. Not sure what that Fischl was doing there. He wasn't even... Yeah, maybe just thought since I'm on the other side of the map that I wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, got lucky. There we go. I'll take it. I'll take it. That used to happen to me at the beginning because I didn't, yeah, quite understand that, yeah, just being in the hunter's path while they are doing that would get you caught. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. Still got a little over a minute left. I'll activate this. Where did they get frozen? I should have about 40 seconds. Ah, there they are. Alright, we got time. Let's climb slowly so we don't lose stamina. We got plenty of time. Plenty. I don't want to fuck things up here. Hello. How are you doing? You doing alright? Oh, I see that. Yeah, you're in a box. Oh, wait, no! No, I messed up! I fucked up! Wait, that was a fake! Ah! I got, yeah, I got totally, faked out. I thought that was, what? I didn't know that the, burst could actually give you... I thought the burst couldn't get faked out like that. Where was the character? I got baited. What? I'm really confused. I didn't know that the burst could lock onto a bait. Yeah, I think I deserved that one. It's offset physical damage, HP, attack. Nice, 16.7 crit rate. Holy cow, that's, yeah, and 15 crit damage. Nice. Yeah, I really need pieces that have double-digit crit rate. Just losing the crit rate is, or yeah, trying to get crit rate is tough. Alright, let me try another run. That was fun. I really enjoyed playing Hunter. So I guess I might have to look at the VOD again just to see. I really am not sure exactly what happened there because, again, I thought that the box could not capture a bait, but maybe it did. Well, crit rate on Eula, perfect for her. Okay, yeah. Well, I feel like crit rate's a common one to have trouble with, as unless you put a weapon on character unless you put a weapon that has crit rate on a character, getting a high amount of crit rate is a challenge. So, well, with Eula, nice thing is, I guess, and this happens with every cryo DPS, is that it's easier than others to do double cryo resonance. So you get that's cute. So you get a free 15% crit rate buff. And yeah, for me, I like having 4-piece Blizzard on Ganyu for that reason as well, getting that extra 40% crit rate against frozen enemies and 20% extra against just enemies who have been touched by cryo, which if you're fighting Ganyu, you're going to generally be touched by cryo a lot. Alright, let's hide here for now. Character like Zhao, who win crit rate at every ascension. Yeah, I feel like they want to limit that just because that is so OP. Having crit rate scale like that constantly, because crit rate, unlike a lot of other stats, is one that can max out, right? At 100. After 100, there's no point in getting any more, so it's sort of, they put some limits on how big the numbers are that they give you. Whereas like crit damage, like a typical good DPS is like 150, right? Maybe even 120 is good. A great DPS is like 200, and an insane DPS is like 240. But I think 240, at that point, you're not gonna get a whole lot more. Okay, I hope I managed to get away from being seen. The really terrible camera is kind of an issue in this particular event. I wish the game had a better camera overall, but I also, given that fixing the camera doesn't seem to be one of their priorities, I wish they had kind of adjusted the camera a bit for this event in particular. But it is what it is. It's something every player has to deal with, so it's fair. It's just, I think it's really shitty for the hunter, because having so much trouble looking around yourself and to other parts of the map and everything makes it so that enemies can escape vision at times that I think maybe normally they shouldn't. Okay, I hope I didn't stupidly. Okay, reveal myself. Can't see. Maybe once I am able to turn invisible again. Okay, I'm also freezing to death. That's an issue. Turned invisible. Okay. Hopefully that's pretty inconspicuous, although that is right in the path of that characters would be moving in. Okay. Okay, good. I'm not the one who's imprisoned, so I guess I can live with that. 200% crit damage without a weapon. Shit. Oh, oh, that was close. Ooh, I was very worried for a sec there. With 200% crit damage without a weapon, with crit damage, it's almost impossible. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. My Ganyu barely hits 199% crit damage, and her weapon's the aim, I suppose, so it doesn't have crit damage. But I don't imagine it'll be easy to get higher than that. Although, does Ganyu have crit damage as a main thing? She might, I actually don't recall. I think she might have crit rate or crit damage, one or the other. Probably not crit rate. Yeah, otherwise my crit rate on her would be way higher. Because her crit rate is 26%. Crit damage is the stat that levels up. Okay, so that definitely helps for my Ganyu, yeah. Certainly a big factor in how I can hit 200% crit damage on her, not crit rate. You don't need 200% crit rate unless they made it so that 200% crit rate just doubles up your crit damage, right? You get a guaranteed crit, and it's a double crit. That's the kind of thing that FGO players have kind of wished for a long time. Alright, I'm gonna do these quests now so that I can just get them over with. Plunging attacks. So, I'm gonna try to use plunge attacks. Let's bring Beta, let's bring her along so that she can do plunge attacks often. Actually, let's do this. Superconduct. To 100% crit rate easily with the cryo set. Yeah. Cryo set can offer 40%. She herself offers 15%. Double cryo offers another 15%. So at that point, you're looking at 70% stack. So it doesn't take a whole lot more to get that up to 100. Okay. Yeah, let's try to kill enemies with this, I guess. That's really the name of the game. I don't care so much about the time or even getting any other achievements. Just all about using plunge attacks to kill all the enemies. That guy still has a lot of HP left, so let me use use the burst to raise the crit rate. And then kill it with the plunge attacks. Oh, come on. Nice shot. Alright, you guys earned that one. Okay. One thing is, Catalyst users' plunge attacks, I feel... Maybe it's because the animations look so weak, but I've never really wanted to use them. They just look weak, yeah. So, Revel... Okay, yeah, I guess Ganyu really was the first of many, major DPSs who are able to do some crazy things. Sure, like Hu Tao. Zhongli after his buff, right? And Eula, who is weak? What do you mean weak? I don't... I don't think anyone here is weak. Let's see, let's use Sucrose, and here, let's use Albedo. What I said earlier? Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what I was talking about, but in any case, yeah, Ganyu, I feel like, yeah, Child is also a really great DPS, right? But after Ganyu, then all the new characters were, what, just Hu Tao and Eula? Are those the only new characters? Because we got Venti, Zhongli, Child Rerun. Yeah, Hu Tao. Right, Hu Tao was the next really busted DPS after Ganyu, I think. And, you know, at the rate things are going, it does look like we'll just keep getting that kind of thing. Where every 5-star DPS they release is gonna just do something incredibly well that allows them to put up stupid high numbers, like maybe not like Ganyu or Hu Tao, but in that range. Or, yeah. Is this electrophysical set on Kuching? I actually don't know. Oh, it's a 4-piece Thundering Fury. So I guess it basically she's kind of built Electro here. Good crit rate, decent crit damage. Yeah, this is probably like a good, well-built Kuching. Not like great, but yeah. Finally, I used Electro Kuching. Yeah. Oh shit. I was hoping to iframe through those. Yeah, one day I'm gonna have to build my Kuching and my Beta Electro, but farming Electro artifacts is a whole other thing that I'm just gonna have to deal with eventually. But for the... Okay, Albedo's flower just prevented me from doing a plunge attack. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe if they buff Electro, that could be fun. Ooh, look at those plunge attack numbers. Let's heal up a little bit. Oh yeah, they also gave us extra constellations on Sucrose, which is always nice. Need a Noblesse? Oh yeah? Well, at least if you're farming Noblesse, you'll get physical pieces too, right? Bloodless or Bloodstained Chivalry. Which, yeah, maybe you can get an even better set. Because I feel like with Bloodstained and Hail Flame, I can't seem to tell any sort of difference that 2-piece makes. 4-piece? Sure, but 2-piece? As far as I can tell, they're identical. So you can kind of swap them in interchangeably. For Mona, Lisa, and Kuching. Oh yeah, is that what you're running? Mona and Lisa? Okay. Because I think Mona's a good support for Data, that's for sure. If you can get the electro charge damage going a lot, you can keep enemies constantly staggered. And also just do a lot of damage over time that way. Not burst, but yeah. A lot of steady damage over time and keeping enemies, preventing them from attacking you, which is definitely a big deal. Noblesse for them. Oh, so you want Noblesse for the support. But, okay, so I should try to do more plunge attacks. I'm not sure if I've hit the amount for the achievement yet, but Just to play it safe, let's just try to keep getting it. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to kill that pyro one because it is so close to death. Here. That. Yeah, let's use a plunge attack, maybe to kill the system mage. That would work. Yeah, good. Okay, we killed them, and now let's go. Okay, so we just need to get to the end of the domain, which, yep, we've got the marker here, so it should be fairly quick. I don't remember who the enemies were, but I don't recall them being all that tough. So it'll be support for Eula, burst to reduce defense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Lisa as a support, and then with the noblesse buff. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's try using a lot of plunge attacks. Because plunge attacks are powerful in this domain. Only one of them is dead, huh? Okay, where's the other one? Here we go, plunge attack. Ideally, I want to kill them with the plunge attack, but I guess I should be happy enough to take whatever damage I get. Let's use her burst, and then use her burst, and hopefully we can get some of these enemies caught in Sucrose's burst. Okay, let's use his burst. And her burst for the shield. And let's raise the crit rate with her burst. And it'll be nice to kill this dude. He's close to death, and we've done a pretty good job of wailing on him to make sure he dies quickly. There we go, he's dead. Okay, she's gonna go Super Saiyan. So let's just snipe at her from afar. Okay. Okay, let's use her burst and her burst. For a moment there, I thought a second one appeared behind me, but then I realized no, she just teleported. I hate how much hyper armor these guys have. I wish there was some more consistent rules of when they enter hyper armor state and when they don't. Because sometimes, you know, Aventi's burst can't pick them up, neither can Sucrose's, and other times it can. And it's not random. It depends partly on what they're doing, but it's not always clear. Oh, right, you need using his E before his burst buffs it, yeah. Or not buffs it, it provides more AoE geo damage. Yeah, I'll have to remember to do that next time. Alright, did that trial. This one. So I need to just use a lot of elemental bursts. Yeah, so let's see. I'll still use Albedo because again, I'm basically never going to have another chance to use him anytime soon. Let's try using Xinyan. And as a support, Xinyan can already provide shields. That could be interesting. Could be, yeah. Which DPS Mona is powerful as a support? Yeah, I mean you can try experimenting, right? For Mona, of course, if you want pure power, I think you would generally want a pyro DPS, right? Because you can get the vaporize going. But you can still get plenty of use out of her without that. It's just that, yeah, Electro Charge just doesn't offer all that much outside of the fact that you can keep enemies stunned or staggered, which is very nice. But if you want to do big PP damage, that's not so much what you're looking for. And crowd control. Mona's great for crowd control as well, especially if you use her with a cryo DPS like Ganyu, right? But again, that doesn't offer that much in terms of pure DPS. Lots of damage, big PP numbers, not so much. You'll be getting good defense and consistent offense. Be great with Hu Tao. Yeah, I don't know how she'd work with Hu Tao. I imagine with Hu Tao, Jingchu is almost the ideal support because of the fact that he constantly provides Hydro to your attacks. So basically, Hu Tao is constantly doing lots of Pyro, and in between, the enemy's getting Hydroed, so you end up getting a lot of Vaporize. With Mona, I imagine you could probably finagle something like that, but the issue is Mona, her Hydro... Oh, I didn't bring a Cryo. Oh, Hydro works as well. But the issue is that her Hydro application with her E is pretty limited because of the fact that it needs to stay in the one place. And so with someone like Hu Tao, or I guess any polearm user, but especially Hu Tao, I think, who relies a lot on her charge attacks, she's going to be shooting back and forth all over the place. So keeping her in an area, and the enemies in particular, in an area where they'll be constantly getting hit by Mona's E, might not be very practical. Yeah. That's sort of the way I'm imagining it anyway. Let's use his E and his burst. Nice! Yeah, that's significantly stronger than not using it with his E. I like her burst, it's really good. Yeah. Both. So, I feel like I think I've heard somebody say that like Mona and or Ganyu is like if Mona and Amber had a baby, right? And so there's a lot of Mona's kit that reminds me a lot of Ganyu, which is very nice. Yeah, yeah, I'll almost definitely do some rolls for Hu Tao, but that's only because she's cute, not for gameplay reasons or whatever, right? Even though she is busted gameplay-wise. It's like, ultimately she fills a very similar role as my Ganyu, or eventually my Diluc. Who, currently my Diluc fills no role. He does nothing other than bust up rocks. But eventually he'll be a very good DPS. So, in terms of gameplay reasons, I have very little desire to pull for Hu Tao. Although she does look super fun to play. Don't get me wrong. All that shooting back and forth through enemies looks really fun. But I will probably pull her on her a little bit because she's so cute. And she's a good waifu. But we'll see. You know, by that time, if I have Jean, then I'll be very loose and free with my Primo Gems. If I don't, then I won't. First DPS. Yeah, so I imagine you could build a big PP damage setup with Hu Tao and Mona. Because Mona can provide huge burst damage support with her own burst. So if you can manage to finagle it right, where you get Hu Tao with tiny HP, using her burst on an enemy that has been caught with Mona's burst, you can get some huge vaporize damage. I'm quite sure that's possible. But outside of bragging, I'm not sure if that's all that desirable, because, you know, you'd have to switch up your whole playstyle and everything, because I guess ideally for that you'd probably want Noblesse on Hu Tao, but if you're not already using Hu Tao for burst damage, also I think that might have whiffed. And you probably don't have a Noblesse set on her, so that's a pain, right? Can't wait to build up my Xinyan. Now that she's C1, just gonna be so much fun being able to play her a lot faster than before. Also, I've noticed when I do switch to playing Xinyan, I've gotten into the bad habit of trying to counter enemies with her E, because I keep feeling like, oh, I'm using Beidou. So, yeah, I find myself thinking, oh yeah, I can just block the enemy attack with her E without having to stop my own attack. And I have to remind myself, no, that's only Beidou. Xinyan can't do that. Using E when the enemy's attacking just means I get hit, and that's not a good thing. Not unless I manage to interrupt the enemy. Also, I'm getting lost. I've been through similar areas a lot, and I've also noticed these drops respawn, so I can't even use them as a marker to figure out where I've been before and where I haven't. But I still need to activate one more rune. Which eventually walking around in circles should allow me to reach... Okay, I think this was the entrance, yeah. This was the entrance. Look at this guy. Yeah, oh yeah, there is that. They mentioned that, right. With that... Yeah, with the DPS. These... Yeah, that's another thing about her that I really like. The playstyle of high risk, high reward. So I imagine the last one must be on the left side because the lasers it's pointing at are on the right side. So it's probably on this side somewhere. Here, let's just verify. Yeah, this is where I came from initially. But, so I'm thinking... Oh, there's the red light. Oh, that must be it. Okay, yeah. I didn't realize that they also cast a vertical light that's trackable. Okay, that makes it way easier. Thank you. Yeah, this mini room here. I kind of ignored it earlier. Alright, let's get this done with... But yeah, that's another reason I'd like to get Zhao as well. Right? That he's all about high risk, high reward playstyle. Maybe even more so than Hu Tao, because with Hu Tao, so correct me if I'm wrong, but unless you're using what's the name of that one weapon? Homosphere. Unless you're using Homosphere, I'm pretty sure all the buffs you get from Hu Tao max out at 49% HP. As soon as you have her at 49% HP or less, you're getting the maximum buff that you need out of her. Now, if you have the Staff of Homa, then you can keep getting more buffs out of her until you basically hit 1 HP, I think. But without the Staff of Homa, with just any regular staff, there's no difference in the damage she deals between 49% and 1% damage, HP. So that means you can just kind of play around with keeping her right at 49. Right, it depends entirely on the weapon, right? But I'm thinking, unless you're lucky enough to have Staff of Homa or a similar weapon, I don't know if there are other weapons that have a feature like that, where the lower your HP, the more damage you do, but almost every weapon doesn't, right? It's very few weapons that have it, maybe even just one. But Hu Tao by herself, yeah, it's good to have her low HP, but unless you're one of the few people who have Staff of Homa, there's no reason to care if she has 49 or 0, right? 49 or 1. So it seems to me that unless you have the Staff of Homa, the ideal way to play her probably is to... Wow, that was pretty cool, actually. She rode the elevator up and then burst on it. I don't know if that hit anyone, but it looked cool. Yeah, to keep her right around 49%, so that you're maxing out her burst damage, and while still have some room not to die. think it's a little more with the 4-star weapon? What do you mean? Because the reason Staff of Homa offers anything at all, right, is that I believe it offers extra attack when your HP is lower, right? So, and that's because I checked out her talents. Yeah, it says when Hutao's HP is equal to or less than 50%, pyro damage bonus is increased by 33%. So it makes no distinction between 1% and 49%, right? Or 50% for that matter. So you can have 50% HP, and you're doing as much damage as you are at 1% HP. And it seems here too, if Huta's HP is below or equal to 50%, both the damage and HP regeneration are increased. So again, it makes no distinction between 1% and 50%. So it's like, as long as you keep your character at exactly 50 or a little less, you're good, right? Now, keeping it at exactly 50% is very hard, right? So you probably generally want to be a little lower so that you have some room to play with. But yeah, that's the thing about Huta, that I think there's a misconception that a lot of people have, that she's a character you want to keep as low HP as possible. And if you're, again, one of the special few who has what is it, Homa Spear, that makes sense, but if you're not, I don't think that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it also makes sense that it's hard to keep her healed up, right? Because she's always hurting herself, doing damage to herself with her E, and she's also a main DPS, so she's getting attacked all the time by enemies. But I'm thinking the whole playstyle where people just purposefully try to get her as weak as possible, or in terms of HP as low as possible, that's not really the ideal playstyle, right? Yeah, it also makes sense. I feel like Huta, you generally probably want a shielder rather than a healer, because she has her own heals. And you don't want to overheal her, right? You want to heal her just enough she doesn't die, or she stays somewhere or under 50%, but not, not too low, obviously, but also you don't want it to exceed 50% ever, basically. Whereas a shielder seems to make sense because, oh, it looks like we have an albedo lover who also happens to own a, what's it, a Eula. Her bursts give too much HP. Yeah, that's the one issue I see, where her burst can give too much HP. But the thing is, often I feel like, well, it depends on how you play. You could start an E, you could do an E and then use her burst immediately, but I feel like that'll be rare. You'd probably use her E and then use her burst at the end, after which you're kind of switching off to somebody else. And that gives you another chance to lower her HP more by getting hit. But lowering HP by getting hit isn't an ideal way. But also, the thing is, her own E reduces her HP as well. So even if your HP is higher than 50% from her using her burst, the next time you use her E, you might be able to lower the HP again below 50%. I feel like with Hu Tao, she seems to be a character you don't really want to use for damage unless you have her E activated, because the difference between the damage output is just so huge. So in any case, you're generally going to be preparing her damage phase by using her E anyway, right? So if her E can bring you below 50%, I think that works. Alright, where's... Oh, hello. Hey. Don't catch me. Hello, dude. Hope you're doing well. Alright, it's pretty chill. Eula and Chi-Chi just hanging out in the forest. It's too bad they're not next to each other. Wish you could just, yeah, chill and hang, but I don't know. So, here, can I stand on her? Ah, there we go. Oh, nice! Yay, we got them sitting together. How sweet. Who wants to play hide and go seek anyway when we can just chill? Oh, oh. Hmm. Yeah. Good idea. Cocoa goat milk. Without her E, 3k damage, and with her engine to 50. Okay, so it's almost, yeah, 17 times. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this is really cute. But I wish there was more interactivity we could do, like wave at each other. But, uh, wow, this actually worked, sort of. It's like, I don't know if the hunter's gonna capture me later, but for now, managed to, just sit and, chill. You know what would be funny if the other rebels come and join us, and then immediately the hunter captures all three of us with 2 seconds left or something like that? That'd be so funny. Uh, da, da, da. Aw, yay! We won it! We managed to do it! I convinced the hunter to just chill with me for the entire game. It worked! It worked! This is the new meta when it comes to hide and seek, guys. This is how you can guarantee never getting caught. You just have to sit in the. Just take a seat. Nobody. And just get lucky with the hunter. It really takes the right hunter. Yes! I'm really glad I actually had an interaction like that in this game before it left. Because that's one thing I absolutely love about this game, that it's completely random. That you cannot possibly choose who you play against unless, well, I guess you can, but when at least when you're doing the whole matchmaking thing, it's just random and you can't really talk to each other. I guess you can with the chat, but that's limited. But, but yeah, that was yeah, very satisfying. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna do another run because yeah, this every time I play this game, I'm reminded that of how much fun it is. Actually, it's kind of like it reminds me a little bit of what is it? Tower Defense in that way. Tower Defense is one where when I'm not playing it, I feel like it's all right, it's fun, but it's not something that I'm dying to play. But when I play it, it was like so much fun. I'm having a blast, and I can't wait to keep playing. And hide and seek seems a bit like that. I think it's a defeat for Eula. Seek vengeance. Okay. Yeah, hey, I don't mind if she wants to come at me. Albedo lover, right? Oh, it's the same map. Can we pull this off again? I don't know. I wish I had Futa. That way I could have her in this setting. That would work too. Ching. Maybe. Nondog, Fugache, Genoma King. Don't recognize those names at all. Let's briefly turn invisible. Pretty sure Hunter will see me anyway, but just kind of feel like sitting here and reading a book. I think that would be nice. Yeah, that's one thing that's a shame. There are no animations for when you're actually sitting down. No idle animations, right? So for as long as Jingchu remains sitting down here, he's always going to be looking like this. I guess his hair moves a bit and he blinks, but otherwise he's just frozen like a statue. Let's see. Where is the hunter? I think the hunter is probably on the other side of the map and below me. Yeah, it's too bad he can't read a book while he's sitting, right? That'd be a perfect idle animation for him. Considering, you know, he's supposed to be a very bookish person, loves reading books. And one of his idle animations is where he picks up a book and starts reading it. Which, yeah, also, what's her name? Yanfei also has a book reading animation, right? But I noticed that, yeah, with Yanfei, they really exaggerate it as if she has some vision problems. That's the sense that I get, that she has trouble seeing. Wait, what? No! He just walked right past me. He didn't even notice. It's not like he noticed and just... and I was even within the radius of that. What? Okay. Alright. Well, that's one W. Let's see, where is the hunter though? It's above me, I think. Yeah, he's up there. Does he see me? I think he might, yeah. He sees me. Hello. Don't do it. Don't do it. No! No! Come on, man. I was just chilling. How dare you? How dare you? I was right there, too, and I was the only one left. You could have just at least said hi. It's probably because of his eye patch. Right, he doesn't have the best peripheral vision. Alright. Yeah. This event. So much fun. Alright, I'm gonna take a brief interlude to go to the abyss instead of doing the event, but I think I'll return to this event a little later too, because it's going away when? 2 days, 9 hours. Yeah. You know, one thing I really wish, yeah, that it's kind of a mixed blessing that events in Genshin do not use resin. Obviously, it's a blessing because that means you can use your resin for something else. But one thing I like about Fate Grand Order is that you do use AP, so you can't use your AP for anything else. But the AP you use is far more efficiently used than anything else in the main story. And I kind of like that. I wish, let's say, the Wind Trace event, if it required resin to play, but each time you play, regardless of the results, you get the equivalent of, you know, a 20 resin ley line or something like that. Then I would start doing that every day that's available instead of running more ley lines, right? So, because I love playing hide and seek, it's a lot of fun, but the only issue I have with it is that I'm not getting any, there's no incentive for me to play it other than that it's fun, which is fine. But like I said, the fact that there's no incentive to play it other than for fun does mean that the player base is kind of limited. Alright, so I'm really just want to focus on the third chamber. First two chambers I think I can handle with basically, yeah, whatever. Now, last time I almost managed to 3-star the third chamber, but I couldn't get the DPS high enough, but really in either chamber, I think. The top one is definitely, does give me a lot of trouble. I think having Venti her. And maybe instead of going... This is kind of a... Yeah, an odds team, but I think it can work. Yeah, it'll have superconduct. Also, before I go in, let me switch up the music. Also, did I get a friend request from Albedo Lover, maybe? No? Yeah, I did. Sure, why not? I don't know who these people are, but I have room in this slot. Alright, and let's put on some more intense music. I think last time I played some more chill music, so this time a little more of the boss battle style music I think would work. So let's go back to setting up this team. Let's have Venti. Alright, that should work. Yeah, so I want to bring this guy for the Pyro to deal with the one Abyss, the Cryo Abyss Mage. Have I seen the progress of Marine Strong? I've had it up earlier today. I saw a bit of it, but haven't. To be honest, I haven't really paid that close attention. Whoops, not good. To the progress per se, but I know the general look of the drawing. It's always impressive to me how quickly these people can put these things together. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, not gonna lie. Because I think he started the drawing yesterday, or something like that, not long ago at all. Alright, so let me think. I want to be able to do a lot of crits. Maybe freezing enemies with Mona might work. This is gonna be an all 5-star team. Yeah, the top team I'll have some trouble with, I think, because getting Superconduct going consistently might be a little difficult with the cryo characters I have. I think it's doable. Anyway, let's reach the third chamber and see how I do. Repeat takes commissions? Yeah, that's a good question. You know, you could probably ask him, maybe. I wonder... I imagine somebody like him who does so much on Twitch and online like that, probably does take commissions, right? That's probably a good way to earn a little extra money as an artist. For all we know, he's drawing his commissions on Twitch. Okay, let's use his burst. Oh, nice. That's what is it? Overload managed to land. Oh yeah, I forgot about the absolute pain that is this floor, which is that our skills get higher cooldowns. Oh, for that reason, oh, I should make sure to use Venti's hold E whenever I can. Yeah, because by using his hold E, I'm able to create something that I can keep taking advantage of for a long time, which is the air burst, which allows me to do plunge attacks. And the extra damage that I can gain thanks to plunge attacks is not insignificant. It's quite large, so it's good to keep using it. Do I have 9 stars on floor 11? No, not yet. I'm trying to get my 9th star. So I've 2-starred the 3rd chamber, and I'm thinking this might be able to 3-star the 3rd chamber, but we shall see. Let's see. It'd be good to get people's bursts up. Nice. Good job, Beta. I think the AoE on the prototype rank 4 must have hit on that. A decent amount of damage at once. Alright. Yeah, let's use her burst. Freeze everyone. freeze the big guy. Okay, use the decoy. Ah. Okay, killed 2 of them. Can we kill that one? Okay, let's use... oh shit, let's use Mona's decoy. And let's use this shield. And freeze some enemies. Use her decoy. And start killing these guys. Okay. Nice job with that dropkick, dude. Didn't hit anything. Why do I never use Zhongli Burst? It does very little damage for me, so I use it for crowd control more than anything else. I guess I could use it more often, but yeah, I really use him for his shield only, and the burst for the crowd control, but I'm still not that accustomed to using his crowd control abilities, I guess, because it's definitely a lot more finicky than Venti's, because you actually need to aim. Although, to be fair, you kind of need to aim with Venti's as well. You can really screw up in his aim for his burst. Okay. Okay. Let's use Cry on these guys. Put up that shield. Okay, let's just use physical damage. Okay. Shit. I should have used Venti's charge E. Okay, it's a good thing I'm not in any hurry to beat this chamber to get multiple stars in this one. Ah, shit. Gosh, I hate the anima ones. They're definitely my least favorite. The fact that they can just dash back and forth like that really is annoying. That incredible mobility that your own characters never have, right? That's something that I find really frustrating when enemies are hard, really only because they have abilities that just are far greater than yours. Okay. Feels better when the enemies follow the same rules you do, but they're difficult because they're more resourceful or more intelligent or whatever. Yeah. At least I figured out fairly consistently how to dodge these Electro, Latui. Okay, let's try to get everyone's bursts up for next chamber, that'll be good. Okay. But, ooh, shit, got hurt a lot there. Oh, come on! You're saying that was within range? Thanks to Eula's burst? Oh, wow, nice. Alright. Alright, let's use... Yep, that. Shield. Oh, alright. Here, I think it'll be good to kill one of them first. Let's use his burst. And can do some good physical damage to this one guy. And get behind it. $363k, wow. Was that with Superconduct and everything, I guess? Because for her, Superconduct's really the only way to get a lot of buffs, right? I imagine she's not really designed to do a lot of melt reactions. Alright, let's get people's bursts up. Good, got his burst up. Okay, let's... here. I'd love to get Venti's burst up, but that might take a while. There. That. And, okay, got her burst up. Now it's... Okay, Venti's burst is almost up. Alright, so now this is basically the same team except with the Geo instead of... I think it's a Geo, yeah, instead of the wind. Okay, this is a good time, for instance, to use his burst, because everyone's right there. Okay, let's try to kill them. Okay. Right, let's use his shield. God damn, I think that... Oh, no, he didn't get away. I was kind of worried that the one Geo Fatui might have gotten away, but he didn't. Okay. Freeze him. Okay, good. Here, I'd love to get... Okay, Zhongli's burst is back up. I'd love to get Ganyu's burst back up as well. But... Let's see. Let's use her auto attacks to charge her burst. Superconduct, Zhongli shield, Millilith buff, Eula's ED buff. Wow, yeah. You gotta stack a lot of things right to make that happen, huh? Better with... Yeah, I mean, you can always do better, right? That's the thing. Unless you're a Mega Whale who's already C6'd and gotten the Mega Perfect artifacts, you can always do better. Just how it is. Alright, so I'm now actually doing the third chamber, which I need to do in 3 minutes if I want to get 9 stars. I'm not sure if I've ever 9-starred floor 11, but let's see if I can do this. Yeah, this is the only good one. So, if I recall correctly, it's 3 Sisson mages, this one. Let me think about how I want to approach this. Bennett burst, Diona burst, Venti burst, Beto burst, yeah? Diona burst. Okay, unfortunately Venti's burst is not ready. But now it is. Oh shit. Now it is. Okay, can I... Okay. Okay. Got her mostly killed. Where? Okay, got the counter thing, not timed, but whatever, it still counts. Ah, shit. Hate the fruit. I hit the constant wet you get in this floor. Okay. Whoa, how'd she end up there? God damn, I hope that manages... Yes, that landed on her. Shit. Here. So one thing I don't like about Venti's burst is the fact that you can't hit enemies from the ground not very easily with when they're getting sucked up. Okay. Oh shit, come on. Got her. Right, now just gotta get her. Ah, shit. Let's put up the shield. Oh, come on. Ah, that constant Hydro really gets me. Okay, let's use his burst. Okay, here, let's do this. Okay, figured out a slightly better kind of damage cycle than I had before. Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't think I can do this. The amount of time I have is just too little. I don't think Ganyu can do this in 40 seconds. Oh, is the music too low? Okay, thank you. I'll adjust that. Be a little louder. To get her C1. Yeah, I still got so much time before the end of her banner. Yeah, just gotta keep going at it, and hopefully you'll get lucky. Yeah, one thing I realized, I should also adjust my own voice a little lower. I noticed my voice does tend to clip a little too high at times, so I'm gonna just try to play. I've been trying to play around with my settings a bit to make them sound a little better. So, let's see. Alright, so this, I don't think this is doable on this run, but let's see how well I can do against these guys on this run with these folks. I guess what I'll do is start with Zhongli's shield, Mona burst, Ganyu damage. God damn, Mona's burst doesn't even freeze them, huh? Okay, let's... Okay, at least Ganyu eats through them quite quickly. Oh, come on. I thought I framed through it. Put up his shield. Okay. So, eating through their shields is just... It's a lot. It's asking a lot. And especially with the issues that we have with our own cooldown, it becomes an issue. So clearly, this is not going to be a run where I get 3 stars, but is it doable with this team? That first half is really what's killer for me. I can't seem to do it in nearly enough time to give Ganyu a reasonable chance for the second half. Yeah. To attack both at the same time. Yeah, that's one thing, right? That makes sense. You need to group them together. But with 45 seconds left, essentially, when the second half began, I didn't really have the time. So I need to do better on this half, and I'm not sure, yeah, how to do that. Well, I think I'm killing them pretty fast with Ganyu, but I can do better, obviously. But this half is the one that's really troublesome, because it took me 2 minutes and 15 seconds, basically, when I have 3 minutes total. So I need to cut down on the time here, really. Okay, so let's use her burst, and let's use her burst. Start slamming away until I get Venti's burst up. Okay. Shit, what's going on? Okay, at least we got 2 of them hurt in there. That shield. Come on! Ah! I really hate the stun or the stagger effect. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart. Defeat the 2 bosses in a minute? Probably not. Probably not. A minute is probably asking too much. I couldn't that time. I'm probably gonna need at least a minute. More than a minute, but we'll see. I don't know. I really just don't know how quickly I can kill those guys. They're just terrible enemies, you know? From a design perspective, I just don't understand what they were thinking. Well, I can sort of understand what they were thinking. Again, the priority of this game is definitely not fun, so it makes sense. Okay, so that helped a lot. But let's see. Okay, I'd love to get his burst back up. Let's use his burst. Okay. Burst, thank you. There we go. Good, use that, get some healing. Come on, Venti, you just had to attack the Sissons, huh? Okay. Shit! Yeah, the Hydra in this chamber is just absolutely killer. And the slowdown from that, too. Okay, this isn't gonna happen. Yeah, it's just a combination of the fact that the cooldowns are so much increased and how much HP the enemies have makes it just really hard for me to keep the damage going. Because I'm really dependent on characters' talents to do damage. Yeah, I'm just not sure if this is also yeah, Beta right now, she is my second best DPS, but she's not nearly strong enough still. Could use Venti. Yeah, that's a big difference, not being able to use Venti's burst. Okay. Oh, come on. And the freeze is just killer too. Yeah. I'd like it if these enemies would stay kind of close together. Put up that shield. Okay, at least countering those actually isn't that hard. But the freeze is an absolute bitch. Especially given how little time you're given to get 3 stars on this chamber. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Yep. I'd really love to get her sucked in. Not being able to use Bennett's burst every time it's ready is also a big factor. It basically negates the complete advantage that you have from building a lot of ER on him, because you're not limited by his energy, but rather by the time. Okay. Put up that shield. Don't think this is gonna happen on this run either. Ganyu simply can't do damage fast enough. Okay, good. The burst actually connected. Oh yeah, and that's another issue with Beidou, right? Beidou is a character, more than most characters, really very much dependent on her E. Because of the fact that you want to use her E anytime the enemy's attacking, basically. So, Beidou having her E, the cooldown so long, makes it not possible. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely trolling with this one, and you know, this is one reason why I don't like the Abyss. It's clearly not designed for fun. It's clearly designed so that people who either spend a lot of money in the game or grind a lot in the game can kind of show off the big numbers that they can put out, which is not fun. It's just not an aspect of the game that appeals to me, where you're not rewarded for how well you play, but for how well how much time you've spent grinding, right, and collecting characters. This one started off a little better than the others. Okay, let's use his burst. Okay, let's do some more damage. Okay, well, those two are dead. She's mostly healthy though. Oh! Why, Bennett? Why? Why would you... God damn. See, this is why I, again, talk about this game not being that fun from a challenge perspective, because the amount of control they give you over a specific character's movements and aim, it's very loose, right? And for that reason, it becomes a case where you need to build your team to be way stronger than what's necessary to beat the challenge, because the fact is you're constantly fighting against the game's controls. There's so many times the game just screws you over. Yeah, that was actually a very good run. Let's see if I can do better this time. So I'm gonna need to use Zhongli's shield immediately, and then let's use his burst. And let's use that, and hopefully that can keep the enemies a little occupied. And one thing I've realized when it comes to these enemies is you want to constantly shift to your right because of the angle their attacks come in at. You want to constantly move to your right. That's the general idea. Okay. Let's see. As long as they stay within Ganya's burst area, that'll be pretty nice. Also, use her burst. Okay. Okay, got them both to the shield air seconds. Okay, let's. Oh shit. Sadly, my shield isn't ready yet. That whiffed completely. Alright, time to make use of the shield. Okay, stay there. Yes, please, both of you, stay there. Okay, here. Use that. Keep them. Oh, come on! Get close together, dudes. Just stick close to each other so I can hit you both at the same time, please. Okay, shield. No, I don't think this run's gonna do it. I simply can't do damage quickly enough. I think 9-starring floor 11 is out of reach right now. But let's see how well I can do though. Okay, that one's dead. Let's use that. Okay. Yeah. 9-star is just out of reach. So this one, you can see I didn't miss by much, right? So normally I would say, yeah, I'm so close. I can actually do this. But I'm realizing that the way this game is designed, this is actually not that close. What happened was I got some good RNG, and that's why I came so close to getting 3 stars. The next time I run it, I'm probably not going to get as good RNG because, well, it's not often that you get good RNG. That's why it's good RNG. And I'm just not going to come even close again. So it might be possible, but it's mostly down to luck at this point with the team that I have. Could have won. Yeah, I mean, I would have had to play better, right? Play better by about 10 seconds. But the thing is, I would have had to play better and the RNG would have had to go my way the whole time, just like it did that run. That run, you know, it's not like I played perfectly. I didn't. I could have played better, and I probably would have gotten 3 stars if I did. But the fact is, expecting the RNG to be that good again is pretty bad. My beta stats? Oh, sure. So Beto's, you can see she's got 2-piece Bloodstain, 2-piece Gladiators. And this is her stats right now. Basically, I'm working on her crit damage. You can see she's got crit damage needs to be higher. Her crit rate's actually not bad at all right now. Not bad, but obviously can be higher. And physical damage bonus, 80% from the artifact and from the weapon, I think. Oh no, the prototype arcade doesn't have physical damage. It must be just the artifacts and the artifact sets. Actually, yeah, I should take this up to 20 soon. See what the next stat it gets. But yeah, I'd love to get her a 5-star circlet. Get higher crit rate on crit damage. But yeah, basically my beta, I think if my beta were a little stronger, I think I could probably pull that one off, but right now my beta isn't. Let's see, what would I have to work on for beta to... I guess if I leveled these ones up, that would definitely make a difference. But yeah, it's mainly going to come down to artifacts and getting higher crit damage on her. But yeah, like I was saying, I came to the realization this game doesn't so much test your skill, although it sort of does. It's not like you can do well in these fights without having good skill, but the majority of the results comes down to how well you've built your team, and in terms of just how much damage how high damage numbers can you put out. and how high damage numbers can you eat without dying, right? And that's not a fun challenge. That's not a fun challenge to try to take on. Not at all. So I'll just live with having 8 stars on floor 11 for now. Oh yeah, I have a lot of room for improvement. My Beto is nowhere near done. That's the thing. I guess 2-piece Chivalry and 2-piece Pale Flame. I didn't even think about that. That would work even better. Yeah, that'd just go all in on physical. I thought, using Pale Flame or Bloodstained, but Pale Flame and Bloodstained. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. But yeah, still need to farm artifacts for her. I'm just hoping that as I farm the Pale Flame / Millilith set, I'll get some good physical for both her and Kaching. Yeah, I guess I'll definitely try something like that. I'm gonna try for something like that at some point. I don't know if I'll be able to do it anytime soon, but yeah, double Pale Flame, double Bloodstained. I think that's a great idea actually. Yeah, a very good idea. And because well, with the way I'm using Beto, her electro damage isn't that consequential. It's mainly there to help with the superconduct. So I guess I'd be losing out on her burst damage and her counter damage as well, which is a bit annoying. But if I'm prepared to use her as full DPS, maybe I should go, yeah, double Pale Flame. Oh yeah, I mean, I consider Beto and Keqing basically interchangeable, especially with the artifacts. I recently just swapped out all of Keqing's artifacts and put them on Beto. And then I did some extra finagling on top of that, but yeah, I basically consider them interchangeable. They're both superconduct based electro DPSs. And right now I'm having a lot more fun playing with Beto than with Keqing. Because the counters, just the depth of play there, sadly not nearly as deep as it should have been, and certainly not as deep as it could have been. But there's a lot of depth of play there that I really enjoy. Bishop for a few days ago with Kuching. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I mean, why not, right? I think the... Ooh, okay. Got caught in a trap. I think it's actually really dumb that they don't make it really easy to just keep switching artifacts like that. Okay, you thought you could hide there, but when there's just a random barrel right on top of that area, it makes me a little suspicious, not gonna lie. Don't see anyone here. Oh, I saw a barrel walking around. Okay, I see a barrel walking around over there. Let's see. I feel like they couldn't have gotten that far with the invisibility. Yep. Alright, got that one. Let's see. Now the third and toughest one, right? Because you still have the full space to search, but you only have one enemy left. Oh, okay, I found it. Now they're just gonna start running away, right? But at least they can try to chase him, right? Let's get some stamina back. Let's just take a look at where they're going. Because there aren't that many spaces that they can go from there, right? They could climb up, right? Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, maybe she drowned! Maybe she drowned. I don't know what happened because I didn't click the trigger to catch. Alright, there we go. Easy. Easy. So easy. Nice. Switch all the artifacts. Yeah. And have sets so that you can have artifacts that are just not on anyone but stored, right? So that you can switch kits out in and out as you wish. Alright. Yeah, I'm really enjoying playing as the hunter more and more these days. So now I guess I think I'll probably be ending stream soonish, but I still want to do a bit more. I guess with the event, I'm pretty much done. And I wonder, actually, I want to check how many stars I have on floor 12. Can I eke out one more star anywhere else? Maybe. Yeah, one more star would get me um, some rewards, but there's no way I'm going to eke out another star. I don't feel like going after that. So, yes. Oh, I should also check on my house. I should check on the money there. Switch my noblesse or maiden set with another character, one set of them. Yeah, no, I think that's a common problem, and it's again, it's a shame that they made it so that you can't handle it easily. I think part of it, the motivation is, of course, the harder it is to the more annoying it is to switch artifact sets and stuff between each other, the more motivation you have to farm more artifacts, just to save on that annoyance. And so as a result, oh, I should make sure to store my the coins so that I can buy stuff on the weekend. And so the more artifacts you need, of course, the more you're gonna farm, the more you're gonna farm, the more likely you're gonna use Primo Gems to re-up, etc., etc. But I heard that they did add something like that in Honkai, so it looks like I've already gotten all the coins I can. Let me go play some more hide and seek. Yeah, I've been loving hide and seek, and I think it's one that I definitely prefer playing on stream because there's so many great moments. I have the same score you have? Oh, really? I wonder if that's... I don't know what score you're looking at. It might just be the load, or not the load per se, but the Adeptal energy or whatever, which probably corresponds somewhat with load. But I maxed out the load in my main island, or in my main, not island, but area, because I unlocked another area afterwards, which is the beach down below. So I've been putting stuff there because I couldn't put any more stuff into my main area. But I'm still hoping I need to unlock more stuff, I think, before I can really get my vision of how I want my home to look like to form. Because I definitely want to have a big ass field right in the middle of my home area as where people could play Ultimate. But other than that, I want to make the areas around it good for audiences, have some seats, have some houses, balconies you can watch from, shops, vendors, restaurants maybe. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh, you'll get unlock the third area tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that myself so that I can yeah, keep expanding. And maybe I'll actually have a proper residential area instead of just one area. Because right now I have two areas, one with a grass ultimate field, which is how ultimate's properly played, and the other with a beach ultimate field, which is another version of ultimate which I really enjoy. But the third one, I think I'll be just pretty much set doing whatever. So I can build that one kind of residentially. Alright, let's see if this strat works again. Guang just chilling, looking forward, hands clasped on top of her very, very nice thighs, although it's actually kind of floating, right? I've noticed that, and it's not just Genshin. In fact, Genshin probably does it better than most, where when characters are touching themselves or each other, the characters' models don't actually hit, hit each other. They kind of float. And I don't know the exact details of why that's so common in games. I think that probably has something to do with the difficulties of doing collision detection in real time with polygons and such. But that seems to be the case. Alright, let's hide and go more into this area. Come on, sit, sit, sit. There you go. Only need 30 points? Wow, yeah, so you're definitely gonna get it, right? With one more, what is it? One more blueprint for created, right? I think you get those points every time you create a new item from blueprint. Yeah, yeah, same. Look at those thighs. Those are some nice, nice thighs. Also those tattoos. It's like this game does a good job with the tattoos. There aren't that many characters that have them, I think, but Zhao and Ningguang both have very nice tattoos that really fit their character. Oh, you didn't notice me. Okay. Nice. Okay. Can I steal the contested thingy? Oh, nope. I guess I can't. Oh no. Alright. Well, you see me. I'm not going anywhere. If you want to catch me, but if you want to chill, just, that's okay too. We can talk about how nice my thighs are, and how nice your thighs are too. But I guess not. Ah, alright, somebody said I can't. Oh well. I don't know if that... Venny's a teammate. I guess he's still alive. I didn't even see us. Okay, so that's a teammate. I don't know where Venny is. And... yeah. It worked last time. To hang out with Ning. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Oh, actually, that's something I should do. Maybe I should finish Noelle's Hangout. Or do more get more progress on Diona's. I forgot about the hangouts. I still need to get through them. They're free Primo Gems too, I think. So no reason not to. Good. Yeah, at this game, I'm pretty sure just like FGO, they'll have future events that play on the previous event. So they'll have another hide and seek version, kind of. And I hope they build more modes, like where say there's no camouflage at all. I think that'd be neat. I didn't finish all the hangouts. I didn't start most of the hangouts. I haven't done any of the male hangouts either. I only do my hangouts on streams, so like if you haven't seen me do a hangout, it's pretty good chance I haven't done it. So yeah, still need to finish Noelle's, Barbara's, make more progress in Diona's, and do the boys, because I haven't done the boys hangouts at all. But I guess I'll only do them after I finish all the ladies hangouts. Because, yeah, those guys, they're good characters and all, but they're not waifus. To be fair, neither are Diona or Barbara per se. Noelle's definitely waifu material. That's for sure. But yeah, actually, let's check that out. I haven't touched these in a while. Well, so I still have 2 endings to unlock, and I recall... Yeah, so the 2 endings to unlock were both from here. So I need to start from the very beginning and somehow unlock something that is not all of Life is Training and not a breather. It's something in between. So I'm not sure. The old dates are... Yeah, they are. The ones I've seen. I like the one that ends in the library. That one's really cute. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. How am I going to manage this so that I get the middle choice? So that I don't make her rest too much, but I also don't make her work too hard. I don't remember all the choices, but I do remember that there were a lot of different decision points in the first cutscene. I think there were. Oh. Alright, let's just... Okay, I'm guessing this option has no impact. Her voice in Japanese is also really cute. I think it's... I don't know, the Japanese voice and the Korean voice are both really cute. The English voice is fine too, but I think the Japanese voice might be the cutest. It's very cute. There's a certain sweetness to it, a sugary quality. So... a breather versus... Part 2 with Barbara and Jean hang out as part of their costume. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. I don't know. Have we had 5 stars with hangouts yet? We got Noelle, Diona, Chongyun, Bennett, Barbara. No, we haven't gotten any 5 stars with hangouts. I wonder if we'll get a Jean hangout. I wouldn't be surprised with the Barbara hangout sequel at this point, because we got a sequel so quickly with Noelle. It comes from... Okay, so I think I might have gone into one of my old previous forks that I had already explored. Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, let's try this one. Okay, so now can we find out... No, yeah, I'm in that one. All of Life is Training. So I activated All of Life is Training. So let's try that again. At least they make it super easy to restart the cutscene. Maybe beta. We do not see... That's true, yeah. We haven't seen Bennett in the main story other than Windbloom, right? Which isn't really the main story. And we haven't seen Chongyun in the main story. Noelle? Nope. Barbara? Maybe briefly, but not in a while. And Diona, no. Okay, let's see if we can unlock the other choice. How do we do that? So, want to make sure not to go in the direction of All of Life is Training. So let's go with that. What you lack is strength. Okay, so I think last time I said what you lack is rest. Let's go with strength. Ooh, I'd like to be carried by Noelle. Those strong arms. I also noticed, I always noticed that Noelle has very asymmetrical armor, which makes sense because if you are a knight, you're generally going to be favoring your right hand, or whichever is your dominant hand, right? Which is, in most cases, right. Every character in this game, I believe, is a righty. So there's naturally going to be some asymmetries or movement requirements. But I just noticed that on Noelle's arms, she's completely covered except for the upper arm on her left. That part is bare, which I wonder why. She has a shoulder guard on top of it at least. But yeah, also of course she has a very, very big cleavage window, which cleavage windows are absolutely key when it comes to defense against swords, right? It's not like you want the most protection in that one place where you have one of the most vital organs in your body. Right, Barbara appeared in the harp stealing main story. I think I remember that. Yeah, and Windbloom too. Definitely remember in Windbloom. Alright, did we get to this one? It's certainly a different one. Yes, we got to the middle one. Excellent. Good. Now let's make progress, and let's unlock both endings today. How about that? I think that'll be good. Oh, are we gonna deal with the training dummies, maybe? Oh, lighter armor for the stronger arm to use the claymore. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because simply carrying a claymore and swinging it around takes a lot of effort, right? Paimon's voice in Japanese, I gotta say, is also fairly annoying. Actually, I think her voice in Japanese is actually more annoying than in English. It's just that the English Paimon is more annoying just due to the fact that she has third-person speech. Just unnecessarily third-person speech. I feel like Chi-Chi, if she spoke third-person, I could buy. Especially since she's not just a kid, she's a zombie kid. She has some major mental issues. More so than any other kid her age would be. But Paimon, she's supposed to be, well, who knows what she's supposed to be, but she's not supposed to be a baby, even though she is. Her costume design makes it look like she's wearing a diaper. But that third person speech is, yeah, also better to move your arm easily without armor. Yeah, it makes sense. So maybe I'll try paying better attention to how Noelle swings her sword, how it interacts. Yeah, normal dummies won't do. Dude, Noel's a good DPS? Yeah, that's... Okay, I kind of get the feeling that they want me to do a certain attack with Noelle that is going to work for this. I mean, yeah, let's see. Actually, what's my... Oh, and they're forcing me to use a level 88 Noelle. Look at that crit rate. Oh, look at that defense. What are you doing? This Noelle's built with HP. Why? Yeah, 4-piece noblesse. Good crit rate. Could use a better crit damage. Wow, look at that ER. That is nice. Does she have geo damage bonus? Nope. But man, that defense. What are you doing? You're not building Noelle the right way. And C3. I don't know how many constellations my Noelle has. She might be C3 as well. No, oh, no, she's C5. Okay. Plus the C6. Skyward Pride. Yeah. I've been thinking between D-Look and her. I'm not sure who I want to put Skyward Pride on. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Neither of them is all that close to... Attack is better than Def when she's not C6? Oh, really? Well, I guess in terms of pure DPS, that's for sure. I guess, but... I'm thinking of her shield and her healing, right? But I guess if you're building her DPS, in that case, defense probably matters less. Okay, yeah, they made that super easy. All you have to do is literally just hold down circle and tilt the direction. Still need more strength. More strength? Yeah, that sounds like Virgil. Oshite kudasai. Yes, I do use my sword for mining all over Teyvat. Have you ever met this guy named D-Look? He's supposed to be the strongest. And the way he trains all the time is just hacking away at rocks all over Teyvat. That's all I do with him, anyway. It does build arm strength, that's true. I wonder if you can get infinite ores through this. I'm assuming that this quest is going to get me to a mining area where I can train with her. Oh, it's this area, the Manly Jack area, where it's not close to any teleport waypoint. players that support defense is better. Yeah, it doesn't change anything at all. Yeah, I figure she's pretty redundant in a lot of cases because she's not the best shielder and she's not the best healer. So I feel like as a mostly self-sufficient support DPS, I think that's a role that works for her, especially if she's at C6. So that she can easily help you out here and there with shielding and healing, but her primary role might be to deal damage. Yep. For 4 or 5k with her at C6. Oh yeah. That extra 50% scaling for defense seems absolutely huge. Alright, looks like they're forcing me to use this Noelle. Okay. Can I do Dragon Strike with her? I know it's doable with her, but I don't think I've ever pulled it off. I decided to kind of give up on Dragon Strike, or maybe not give it up, but just deprioritize it, because it does seem like a very niche skill that once I learn how to use consistently, it could be very powerful, but even when it is very powerful, it seems like a skill that you don't use that often. But the times that you do use them, you're very, very happy that you have it. Her burst too. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I use her burst when I'm using her as a DPS or to deal damage. But against Geoslimes, her burst doesn't do jack. At least against their HP. It's just against their shields. Belinda? I don't remember Belinda. I don't remember ever meeting her. She looks pretty cute though. No, or not at all. Why do they even give me the choice? Yeah, we didn't see anything suspicious. Veins. We have Zhongli right here. I think he could just destroy everything in one shot. I think he would be the best person for the job. But then again, maybe we're here for Noelle's training, so... Alright, so these rocks with the cracks definitely look like they are using the same texture, if not the same model, as the rocks that you find around the world that you can destroy with geo attacks. Ooh! Wonder, can you get an infinite amount of... Oh no, these are hard crystal chunks, so I'm guessing you can't use these for... I like Noelle's confidence. I should have the upper hand when it comes to strength. But this actually works pretty well, because yeah, Noelle is very self-sufficient, isn't she? She can heal herself, she can shield herself, and she can buff herself with her own burst. So if you're forcing the player to play solo, Noelle is a great choice. There we go. I do like her animation, her basic auto attack animation. There's something very satisfying about that third hit. It's like 1, 2, and then that third hit where she spins around and then ends with that sword by her side. Yeah, looks nice. You know, swinging. Yeah, that's true. But at least Zhongli saves you a whole lot of time, right? He just does it once and that's it. Noelle, she has to do it 3 times per ore. Oh. Okay, I guess. It just activates as soon as you break that last ore. Your shoulders are sore. How about a little bit of a massage? Those can help with sore muscles. That's for sure. So, man, can you imagine getting a massage from Noelle, though? I'll bet she'd just, like, crush your bones. She doesn't know her own strength. And it's like... Yeah, I feel like she's the kind of person who just would accidentally go way too hard. Blew me away. Sure, that sounds fun. Go on a mining date with Noelle. Ah, that's a nice picture. That's really cute. I like that. Please do it. Yeah, that's fair. Watching Noelle swing is time spent well, but okay. So we got one. Ding. Okay, so it looks like you don't get Primo Gems all the time. You get Primo Gems every other time. And otherwise you get stuff that can help you level up Noelle. Alright, so I guess the split happens here. Which I wonder what the split was. So there seemed to be an option. The EXP books are great. Yeah. I mean, yeah, EXP books are just essentially free resin, right? Every time you get extra EXP books or more, that's the way I think about it. Free resin. Okay, so let's hurry through this. Okay, so we got the exact same thing that we have to do. I wonder if, does failing result in anything? Is it even possible to fail? Let's try. Within the time limit. How much time do I have? Okay, is it just forcing me to try again and again until I succeed? So they do each go down in one swing. I wonder, is it possible to do this without using this charge attack? That's actually a challenge that seems worth trying out. Although, it seems like a very tough challenge. Ah, close. Alright, I basically have enough time for 4 swings. So I need to hit all of them in those 4 swings. Okay. Ah, no! That one I almost got. Ah, okay, that 4th swing puts it really close. No. Ah, no. So I'm well aware of the fact that this one is easily beatable by doing this. Because I beat it earlier, like 10 minutes ago that way. But that's kind of a boring way to beat it. It's like... That to me is like beating the Abyss by building a team that does a lot of damage instead of getting better at the game. But it's also possible that this is impossible. I don't know. I really want to see if I can actually do this. That last one! No! No! So close! Okay. Yes! Okay, it's doable. It's doable. There you go. It's proof positive that it's doable. Thank you. For that, hey, just like we were saying earlier, time spent watching Noelle swinging a sword around is time well spent. So, I'll take it. Okay, so now, I think last time I selected the bottom one, which led me to the rock thing. Let's try this one. Maybe we'll actually find quite real humans. Her secret ending. Oh! Yeah, maybe that's how you unlock her secret ending. The one that got censored in China. I feel like they're both going after the same thing. Okay. I know they're... Let's try slimes. Yeah. I think the trick I figured out was that you need to do that second swing without dashing. You just need to use the second swing from the combo instead of doing a swing dash, swing dash. So it's swing, swing, dash, swing, swing, dash. But you have to make sure to aim that second swing properly. But it's nice to know that it's doable and that I did it. I'm still going after that elusive Beto counter of an explosive barrel. I've only ever pulled it off once. And I really, really wish I was streaming or recording at the time because I have yet to pull it off another time. It's just so frustrating knowing that it's doable. Like, knowing for a fact that it's doable because I've seen it done, I've done it. But never being able to replicate it again, as far as I can tell. So far, I'm 0 for like 20 in my attempts after that one that actually succeeded. Maids no stained by slimes. Yeah, sadly these are geo slimes, not the type of slimes that would really leave much of a stain. Same with the electro slimes. Actually, most of the slimes in this game probably wouldn't leave much of a stain, right? Hydro probably, maybe the Dendro, but certainly not not Pyro. They just burn you off, burn you away. Also, yes, of course, if you haven't checked it out, your Slime Paradise is still up and running. It'll be fun to check it out and have a visit. Can't remember the last time I checked mine out. Probably at least a month ago when I set up that. Okay. So I think this time that they give us is nowhere near enough. I think we're set up to fail. Because unless you have Pyro, getting these guys is very difficult. Okay. But they still remain alive. Yeah. Yeah. What did they say? I don't remember the actual phrase. Something is the better part of valor. Is it discrimination? Discrepancy? It's basically the ability to figure out when you can't win and that you should run away. It is also one part of valor. You shouldn't just stick it to the end on a fight that you can't win. So that is part of training. But anyway, while I'm here, let's collect some of these ores. You know, this one, what's this plant called? Lampgrass always caught me. Because it's just this one lone small lampgrass that's right here. Okay, I think we're also set up to fail here too. There's no way we're going to be able to kill this thing in 20 seconds. This Noelle just doesn't have the damage ability. But anyway, yeah, that lampgrass always caught me. It was really odd that you just have that one that's there, when usually lampgrass is found all over, well, 4 at a time usually together. And that place in particular isn't near any other plants or anything like that. Yeah. I think Lisa would have been helpful here. Alright, yeah, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. Yeah, I probably could have helped, but, I mean, I'm Animo. I don't think I could have done that much against the wind dude. I'm also not an archer, so the fact that he flies is a big problem for me. Okay. Alright, who are we gonna face? It'll be nice to face a Geobishop, but there are no Geobishops in Mondstadt, so I don't think we'll be facing one. Trolls? Okay, fine. I guess it's fine that... I guess at this point... And it's mainly because I've been playing the game for so long. I feel like Hilichurls as main mobs, they're starting to get a little bit boring. I hope with new areas opening up, we'll get more generic mobs other than Hilichurls. Or either that or more Hilichurl variations, or to be honest, personally what I prefer is more attack variations within the same Hilichurls. So keep the enemies the same, but give them more different attacks. Just one more attack per enemy would make a huge difference. That said, it's not like the mobs in this game are bad. I think they're just fine. Every game, almost every game like this has mobs. Just the way it is. And I guess there's at least also the treasure hoarders who also act as kind of regular mob enemies. So, yeah. Like the hypostasis? Wait, what do you mean? What about the hypostasis? The like, maybe you thought I was talking about the hypostasis rather than like the world mob enemies, like Hilichurls? Oh yeah, like the hypostasis have different attacks. Yeah, I guess so, but the thing is, hypostasis is a boss, right? So, I feel like for bosses, you have different standards for the attacks they have, and like how easy it is to read their attacks and stuff. And for regular mobs, you have other standards. So it makes sense. I don't mind that almost all the mobs have basically 1 or 2 attacks each. I think that's reasonable. But just having played the game for so long, I am finding it a little bit boring. So I think having 1 extra attack for each one, or even 1 combo, right? It doesn't even have to be an extra attack. It can just be the same attack, but then follow up with another attack. So it becomes a combo. I think that'd be neat. Samurais in Azuma. Yeah, I'm sure there will be samurai-like things. It'll be like the Fatui. They'll be like, you know, elite enemies. They'll be tough. They'll have advanced movesets. Actually, I imagine the Fatui Debt Collector probably fights similarly to how the samurai enemies will in Azuma, assuming there will be, which I think that's a pretty safe assumption. Yeah. Okay, so did he just yell Noelle on impulse because Noelle helps out so much? I mean, I can certainly understand that impulse, you know, just yelling out Noelle's name. Yeah. Of course, if you always yell out Noelle's name, whichever lady you're with at the time might mind a bit, but hey, who cares? It's really Noelle that you care about, right? I really like the lighting in this scene. The fact that it's right around sunset, which I think is just a coincidence. It really works well with with kind of the blush that Noelle has. Also, I guess slimes are also regular mobs. You got the baby slimes and the big slimes, right? Slimes, I think, guess they're okay. I find them very boring in general, too. And the times they're not boring, they tend to be just really annoying. Like the Cryos Hilichurls, or not Hilichurls, slimes. They're just not fun to fight. I hope they kind of scale back a little bit when they design the next big elite enemies after Geobishops, because I feel like the Geobishops First of all, I think they are the most elite non-boss enemy in the game. I can't think of any other enemy that would reach their level other than maybe the Cyclone, the Wind Cyclone. But even that, not quite. Maybe the Fatui Debt Collectors too, but again, not quite. Same with the Ruin Guards. But I hope they kind of scale back that a little bit because I think the Geobishops, when they transform into their elemental modes, their attacks become just a little too crazy. And not just in terms of difficulty, but in terms of visual noise. There's just too much going on that makes it more trouble than it's fun to figure out exactly which moves are coming from where and everything. And you need to be able to keep track of that to fight them, unless you're using a big ass shield, which that's what I've taken to doing. Yeah. Remember, teach a man to fish. Don't give him. Alright, did we get the ending? Yes! Alright, finally, we got the Noelle ending. So that means now we have... Yeah, that's not a very good ending, I agree. We have all the endings for Noelle. She's the only character for whom I've unlocked every ending. Not sure what my I think both of these are very good endings. This bottom one, or the bottom one and the middle one here, with the... Yeah, this one's pretty cute. I like the big ass... Is it miniatural? I think it's called, they're called miniaturals. Right there. This one's just kind of boring. I didn't like this bottom one here either. That's very similar. It's boring. This one's kind of cute, but also just wasn't sure where things were going. So we've gotten all of this done. Let me see. We got Barbara. I still have 2 endings to get through in Barbara. Wow. Barbara's really splits up quite a bit. But I guess this is the big place where things split up. So maybe I'll do that next. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Maybe not next time, but next time I decide to do a hangout thingy, I'll try to finish Barbara's. Claim. And let me actually just even activate that one point so that I can just pick it up as soon as I want. 1 ending per stream? I mean, I guess I could do that. I don't know. The thing is, I don't... Most times, you know, when I stream, I don't really do these story quests. But maybe I'll try to remember to do them because again, I'd like to do all of these on stream. And they don't take that long, actually. I was a little worried that they might take really long. And yeah, just getting through 1 ending, should be fine. So yeah, I'll try to remember to do that from now on. Just try to get through them. Because they do offer free rewards and primo gems and etc. So they're well worth. But how about this? Before I end the stream, I'm gonna do 1 more run of hide and seek because God, I am having so much fun with hide and seek. And every time I'm not streaming and I feel like I want to play hide and seek, I'm like, yeah, I want to play, but what if something really funny and awesome happens and I'm not able to record it? And I'm really glad I was streaming today because something funny and awesome did happen. Oh, I'm so glad that I finally managed to get somebody to just chill with me on a bench. Use your books to level up to 70? Yeah, at some point I will, but I like to use the highest rarity books at some point, and I like to keep the lower ones just on hand. I especially like to have the lower ones on hand so that I can edge characters up to the cap without losing out on EXP. Yeah, it was very nice. It was very funny, and I think it could have been even better, but hey, I managed to convince the hunter to just sit down and, you know, chill with me for a bit and decide have a nice time. I do have hundreds of them, but I mean, you know how little EXP each one gives, right? It's very little. Use Chi-Chi. Yeah, so if I had Hu Tao, I would have used Hu Tao in that one area, but I liked using Chi-Chi because she also fits that theme of there. For this, maybe I could use Chong Yun, but yeah, let's use Chong Yun. He's my cryo boy. I used Mona to cheese this last night, I think, either last night or the night before, and that was pretty fun. But cheesing it, I think I'm happy with just cheesing it once. It's just not as use Chi-Chi or Barbara. Yeah, one thing I still wish I could have pulled off, and maybe I still will be able to before the event is over, is using Barbara or Noelle to blend in with the maids in Dawn Winery. I've seen Enviosity pull it off. Not for the full match, but pulling it off for the full match is asking a lot. He pulled it off for just a couple swings of the hunter walking around the area. But it worked. It was really hilarious. You like the Barbara emote? Yeah, I love it. It's so cute. She's so adorable and it fits her character as well, just as a dancer slash cheerleader, right? I kind of see her as a cheerleader because she dances and it makes everyone stronger. Yeah, all this ice for Chong. I saw Enviosity once try to beat this with the Jingchu. Yeah, he used Jingchu and he tried to blend in with the background, basically. He didn't use any abilities, he just tried to blend in the blue with the background. Yeah, I don't think it worked. I think he was freezing to death actually because he couldn't find any place that was near a fire where he could have the Jingchu's blue blend in. But that's something I'd love to pull off. Yeah, Barbara's always there. She'll be singing for you, take care of you, and make sure you're all fully healed up. And I wonder if that hunter doesn't know this map that well, because I feel like if you do know the map, you generally go up at first because that's a common hiding spot. And when you go up, it also is relatively easy to go anywhere down, whereas it's much harder to go the other way around. Oh yeah, another thing I should note, when they do rerun this event, which again, I imagine if they do rerun it, it will be a different version of some sort. It'll be upgraded, and maybe some other twists will be added. That I really hope they make the mini-map zoomed in, like in the cities, because it's just mind-boggling that we have a circle in the circle of the mini-map that shows the boundaries. Why not just expand the little circle to meet the circle for the mini-map so that, yeah, we only ever see what we can deal with, right? But where we can move. Uh-oh, I think it might be close to me. They are very close to me, but I don't know where. I think they're below me. Okay, this guy hasn't done a whole lot yet. Hasn't caught anyone. Okay, are they gonna come up? If they decide to come up, I'm gonna have to start moving. Yeah, I do have the high ground, that's true. Oh, can I pick that up? Oh, somebody else picked it up. Nice, thank you. Alright. But somebody got captured. Terry got captured. Right. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of time that I can hang out here because I'm freezing to death. But let's hang out up here for now. Oh, you know what I think would be good? If the hunter had an ability to make themselves invisible. Yeah, make themselves invisible both in the world and in the map. I think that would help a lot because the fact that rebels can just wait for the hunter to get nearby and then run away. Well, I mean, obviously that works. That's a strategy that I think it's a good way to play the game. But at the same time, because the rebels always know where the hunter is, it makes it a little easier than I think it should be. But alright, so actually, that's not going to be my last run. I'm going to try to keep going until I become a rebel in Dawn Winery. And as a rebel in Dawn Winery, I am going to try as Noelle. Do I go with Noelle or Barbara? I'm going to have to think about it. They both kind of work. Well, by which I mean neither of them work. Both of them are pretty bad actually for trying to blend in with the maids, but they're basically the best options you have because unfortunately you can't play as a character who looks like one of the NPCs. But I think Barbara can work and so can Noelle. But but really it's not good. It doesn't work. Okay, oh, I'm the hunter in the Dawn Winery. All right, here's what I'm gonna say. If I run into someone trying to pull off this, I'm gonna let them go. They deserve it. I'm gonna let them go. Let's see. As a hunter, I don't care that much who I use. Oh, let's have D-Lok hunting down pests in his home. We got two kitties trying to sabotage his wine business, and this poor horoscope woman. What are they even called? Okay, we got the maids there. Now, I don't think I'm very good at this map. I've generally had trouble as a hunter. But, let's give it another shot. Let's see, do I see anyone on the roof? I know the roof is a good hiding spot. Speaking from experience as well. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's start by doing this. Okay, so let me check this area, that area, and let's climb up here. I don't see any obvious places where they might be hiding. Oh, the chase down thing is still on cooldown. This is a pretty good place to hide. I don't know if I have to hide there. And of course, the vineyard area is not a bad place to hide either, because there's a lot of stuff obstructing view. And if you're a lantern, you can get very tiny. So, yeah. Oh, looks like everyone's back on this direction. This is also not a bad place to hide. I've had success hiding there, as well as I found rebels hiding there. That has proven to be useful as a hunter. I can catch them. Right. Alright, yeah, thank you for coming by, Nat. Good night, sweet dreams. Let's see. Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble right now. I wonder if one of those lanterns is... Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll try that just to see if that's... Okay. Wonder, can I bait anyone to come out? No, guess not. Right. I think at this point I'm gonna want to use... Actually, let me just do one more go around here. Yeah, this is... So... No, what's actually pretty good is climbing up to the top of the building and then using the burst, because that offers a good vantage point from which to see anything. So let's use the burst. Okay, imprison somebody. Where are they though? God damn it. They must be kind of closer to the building. At least I have a decent amount of time, but like, where are they? Oh, there. Oh, you were one of those barrels. Okay. Good job, Lupin. That was pretty impressive. I'm surprised I didn't manage to catch you before. Now I'm out of... Ah, here, let's use the E. I'm running very low on time. So they're on this direction. Uh, oh, there was somebody there. Nice. Alright, there should be one more somewhere around here, maybe? I'm too low on time. I can't do this. Just gonna have to get lucky. Where's the other last guy? Oh, there's somebody behind me. Maybe they were just trying to chase me from the back the whole time. Good job, DK Lamau. That's a good name. And you managed to evade capture. I'm gonna do another run. I really want to do this one as a rebel. I want to try to pull off the blend in with the NPC strat. I think it might be doable. Probably not, but maybe. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's just so satisfying when something like that works out. So satisfying. And in the meanwhile, even if I don't get the map that I want, this is so much fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just trying to think of how could they implement this as a permanent feature in a way that works. I don't think it's hard to really make that work because whatever rewards they give will interact with the rewards they already give. The game's all completely based off. Nice, okay. We did get the Dawn Winery one. The game's completely based off making sure you get rewards or making sure that they control how they give you rewards to you, right? The pace at which they give it to you. So I mentioned before, I think what they should do is make this cost resin, but give you EXP books or whatever, Mora, etc., that it's equivalent to the resin that you spent, or actually even a little more, just like how in FGO, you spend AP, but the rewards you get for that AP are higher than you would normally get without if the event wasn't going on. It would give people a reason to keep playing this, and maybe, you can only run it once a day. That would work, something like that. At least for rewards, anyway. Okay, let's start. Pull this off. Are the maids down there? Yes, they are. Okay. I'm afraid that Mona might just be there and see me and think, oh, I should just capture her. But I'm hoping that Mona will notice that I'm here blending in with the maids and respect that. Mona is very close by. Could be in that direction. Not that direction. Doesn't seem to be looking in this direction so much. Oh, wait. They walked past me. Yeah, I think that worked. I think they didn't notice me. I don't know if they were looking at that direction in the camera, but I think it might have worked. Come on. Alright, where are you, Mona? Somewhere around here. Oh, come on! Boo! That's no fun. Yeah, I'm sure you saw me and you just thought, oh, that's an easy catch. But damn. One thing I noticed that playing as Mona as the hunter is actually pretty advantageous as well because of the fact that you get that pseudo invisibility. Of course, you do have to be good about using her dash. For me, I still find her dash very difficult to use for moving quickly. So I generally don't use her. And also, I like to play more for shits and giggles and fun instead of trying to, set up a team, set things up so that I can guarantee a win. Even though I will always try my best. Well, maybe not always. If I run into somebody who is doing something fun in the hide and seek event, then I'm gonna respect that. Yeah. Oh, maybe I could try sitting on one of these benches. That could work. Oh yeah, I'll have to give that a shot. Turn into... And there are other places that you can sit as well, I guess. Not... in this... Yeah, the thing is, you really stand out if you sit in any place like this. It's just, I wish there were places with benches that... Yeah, if there were NPCs around here that will also sit on the benches, I think it would be a little better for blending in. Also, it's too bad you can't talk to these NPCs. I'd be curious what they think of what we're doing on their workplace or home or whatever. Alright, so that one I didn't do so well, but hey, we still won because at least one rebel managed to escape. Yeah, let's do one more run. Trying to do another sitting win. Yeah, if I can just sit at a place and just chill and convince the hunter not to hunt me down or just avoid the hunter's attention, I think that'd be pretty great. Yeah, this is very addicting. But I think at that point I will end the stream. It's been long enough. Yeah, although to be honest, I could probably stream a little longer, but I don't know, I don't quite feel like it right now. It's still fairly early, that's the thing. I guess I started the stream a little earlier than usual for a Friday night. Rebel. So last time it seemed to work fairly well with Chi-Chi. Let's try with Chi-Chi again. Yeah. Because one game I've been thinking I kind of want to start playing on stream is Final Fantasy VII Remake. My PS4, I don't have it set up for mirroring the screen or like capturing it HDMI, but I have been able to play it remotely because it does have a Ethernet connection to the internet, and so does my computer. So the latency isn't bad, but it's still there. And so I'm not going to be playing Devil May Cry or even Bloodborne with remote play anytime soon. The latency is just too high. But for Final Fantasy VII Remake, I think it could work. And I think I could... Yeah, so I've started playing it. I'm only about 30 minutes to an hour in. I think I'd probably just restart it and do it on stream. That might be fun. Okay, we're in the preparation phase. Like we got Zhongli over there hiding. But the hunter in the meanwhile is kind of coming in our direction. Okay, so we got Bennett there. I hope he doesn't capture Zhongli, but he's pretty close to it. Okay, where's the hunter? I think the hunter seems to be below me. Did somebody trigger the hunter, maybe, and the hunter's trying to chase him? I don't know. Oh, there's Bennett. Hello. Wait, he didn't see me! He didn't see me! Oh, he just passed me! He didn't see me! I don't think he noticed me. Either that or he decided to play along. But I think he just went all the way up. Okay, yeah. I think he's on top of the thing now. Oh, no, he's right there. Oh, come on, dude. You had to. Aw. Aw. Okay. Well, that didn't work that time. I was hoping to get that working a second time today, but I guess that's not to be. The that first hunter played by Eula, or playing Eula, I guess. She's the only cool one so far. Nobody else seems to want to play along with this. But that was pretty neat earlier. Just chilling. Chi-Chi and Eula just chilling, while the other folks were actually just hiding. Also, you can still pick up stuff here, huh? Oh, I wonder if they had to design, if they had to set these maps up so that there's no real super valuable object that people can farm, because people could just be stealing other people's stuff while they're in the world for that. Hmm, that's strange. He doesn't want to go after this bonus. That's a little surprising. Hmm. Okay, looks like they're in this direction. Probably not that barrel, though. I'm not rooting for Bennett, but I am hoping for a little more excitement. It's always more fun when shit's going down. Is the Zhongli who was here earlier still here? I wish you could see through disguises when you're in ghost mode. Also, yeah, I'm still puzzled why he didn't pick that thing up. That thing could be the deciding factor. Because if he had picked that up earlier and activated it, almost guaranteed he would have caught the guy by now. Okay, where is he? Oh, whoa, what? Where? Oh yeah, he's been marked. But yeah, he's too far away to catch at this point. It's gonna be too late. Zhongli wins, or Iced Cherry wins. Nice. Alright, I guess I'll end the stream at that point, at this point. So yeah, that was fun. I did not get an extra star in the Abyss, and I don't think I will be until at least the next one, after I build up my team a little more. I think the main thing I would need is better cryo. No, actually not better cryo. Just overall better DPS from Vado, maybe. I need to work a little more on getting her crit damage up, because with Vado, one issue I have is that she has good crit rate, but her crit damage is only 100%. So it's gonna take some artifact farming, I guess. And let's see, I have 30 resin, I think, in that range. Oh wow, I almost have 40 actually. But I've been condensing resin for tomorrow because tomorrow I'll be farming gold books. Yeah. And I'll be needing gold talent books for her. For him, not anytime soon, but eventually. For her. For her, eventually, not anytime soon. For him, pretty soon. And yeah, that's it. So I need a lot of gold books. So I'll be farming all of that tomorrow, I guess. Just all my resin for that. Then on Sunday, actually, I'm gonna have to do my weekly bosses, because I haven't touched my weekly bosses at all. I think. Yeah, still got that. Still got that. And still got that. Yeah, so I guess tomorrow and so Sunday I'll have to save resin for doing weekly boss. Oh, that's the first time I've ever stumbled upon this. Somebody snoring? Wait, I've never run into this mercenary here. I think I've seen him in one of the cliffs of Mondstadt. Oh yeah. Okay, so he was the guy who was snoring. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I'll have to do weekly bosses that'll do 90 plus 60, 150 resin. Basically all of the resin on Sunday. Maybe I should. Yeah, I need to be very careful about that then, so that I don't have to spend a fragile resin. But yeah, I'll do all of... Maybe I'll do a boss tomorrow,
もっと
just to
早
ease
く
up on it. Then after that, we'll be trying to get Yanfei... I guess next week I'll be fighting the Hydro boss, Oceanid,
明日
because I want to ascend Jingchu at least one more time. Get him up to level 70, unlock his final talent, and try seeing what he can do it for me as a support. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I've maxed up my ores again today. But yeah, so I guess I'll call that a stream for now. Thank you everyone for watching. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, I might, but I'll definitely try to stream Sunday, normal time. So until then, until next time, I hope everyone has a nice rest of the evening, rest of the weekend. Bye.